It's time now for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Central Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Sears Hometown Store, locally owned and operated right here in Mountain Home.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas, Southern Missouri. It is Wednesday, February 12th, 2020 at 7 a.m. and welcome to Down on the Corner program.
Good morning, Dale.
How's
morning,
it going?
ladies. Very good.
How's everybody?
Very good.
We got a special
you.
show today.
Yes, we
Yeah,
do.
We got some good
It's gonna
friends
be
here, so
different for me.
going to keep it a secret for a little bit.
Okay.
Boy, I'm glad to hear this rain. My mud was getting dehydrated.
Yeah, that's what we need.
In that little pothole out here in the driveway, I miss sticking my foot that far in the water. Squish. Oh, more rain. We'll get to the weather here in just a minute. I'll tell you what, 'tis winter in Arkansas. It's going to get cold.
Is it?
Yes,
I haven't
13. I
looked.
think it says 13 on the forecast for Thursday night. It's going to be cold.
Wonderful.
You're going to have to put the little snuggies on my dog Pepper. Anyway, good morning. Welcome to Down on the Corner program. Dale Hoffman, your host. David's over in the director's chair. He's the pilot today.
I'll try not to crash.
Brought to you by your hometown Sears store right here in Mountain Home. I love Sears.
Yes.
Man, can't say enough good things about Sears. Shop at Sears, folks. Appliances, entertainment devices, tools, lawn care, whatever you need. Go to Sears.
Yeah, and it's awesome that they work on anything and everything now.
There you go. You bet.
So.
Right here in Mountain Home. Location 1029 Highway 62 East. Phone number 425-3191. Your local hometown Sears store. And let's see, you got that promo?
Well, it was to get
We're organized today, aren't we? There it is right there.
Yes, okay. So,
Take it away, David.
receive a $50 Sears Visa prepaid card. What you do is you go in and sign up for the Sears Hometown MasterCard. And, buy an appliance for $5.99 or
There you
more.
go.
And free $50. So, yeah,
There you go.
why not?
That makes it $5.49 then, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
There you go. Check out all the appliance deals and all your home furniture, whatever it is, right there at Sears.
Mm-hmm.
You know, tools, lawn care, appliances.
And we're so close to lawn and garden. I mean, the spring's coming.
You think?
Well, it's just rain. It's not
It's
snow.
just right. There's actually some little buds and stuff already.
Yeah.
In fact, a gentleman come by working on some stuff in the backyard and says he's got already getting buds on his peach trees.
Really?
Yeah. I thought, boy, it's like the 12th. And
The groundhouse did she? Well, whatever. He said 6.
so it's supposed to be spring and then we're getting cold weather. Anyway, be sure to shop your hometown Sears store right here in Mountain Home at 1029 Highway 62 East. And I can't say enough good things about your hometown Sears store. Tools, appliances, home entertainment, whatever it may be, shop at Sears. And check out the maintenance agreement plans that they have
Right.
on your appliances and the repair work that they can do. They can come to your house and take care of things. So once again, your hometown Sears store at 1029 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home, 425-3191. And we're all enjoying. How's the coffee, Nedra?
I have water.
Oh,
Nedra.
disguising it as coffee. I've got coffee. Oh,
That's all right. This stuff will make you run around the building 4 times.
y'all like she needs more energy.
It's probably best that you stick with the water.
Rub that with coffee. We're enjoying Brewed Awakening Coffee, the best coffee in town. 3 locations to serve you. Of course, Bomber Boulevard at 703 will be a little bit busy. Highway 62 East out by Anytime Fitness, and of course, Baxter Regional Medical Center. Mike and his staff do a great job at all 3 locations. You can't beat Brewed Awakening Coffee. If you're not drinking Brewed Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water.
It is delicious.
You like it, don't you?
I like the way you make it. It's hardcore.
It is. And the good thing about it, when I shut it off, I just sell it to road crews and they fill potholes.
I believe it.
It's pretty thick.
It's that strong.
I've gone through about 80 spoons this week. No, seriously, Brewed Awakening Coffee. They've got the mochas, the lattes, they've got
Yeah.
the pumpkin spice and the French vanillas and
And I like that every once in a
the
while.
buttered latte stuff, whatever it may be. I don't know what
Yeah,
a buttered latte would
fruit.
be, but they say they can put it in coffee. So Mike and his staff do a great job at all 3 locations. So check them out. Bomber Boulevard, 62 East Plaza, and of course Baxter Regional Lobby. The lobby's all been remodeled and Brewed Awakening's in there doing fine. And so very, very good. Brewed Awakening Coffee, the best coffee in town. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas, bringing morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes. And when you hear with all our respect, You hear the radio ads and all that. It's not just a motto. That's how they do business every day.
Right.
They know what we're going through. A hard time, confusing time. What do I do now? What am I going to do later? Blah, blah, blah. Calm down. Let rollers handle it.
Yeah, and experience means everything. How long they've been?
Years.
Gosh, probably 50 years?
Yeah.
More?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing. With all our respect, Roller Funeral Homes. 29 Roller Funeral Homes in Arkansas to serve you, with one in Memphis, Tennessee. Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect. Let's pause now for our morning prayer. Heavenly Father, we seem to have situations of being impatient, especially when it comes to school buses loading or unloading students. Yesterday, a young girl was killed while attempting to board the bus, and this happened in Wisconsin as a driver of a truck attempted to pass on the right. The bus was stopped, the flashing lights were on. Lord, we tend to get impatient, of course, behind the school buses, and please help us remember the precious cargo that each bus has. There's no excuse not to stop for a bus when lights are flashing. There's no reason to pass a school bus when the lights are on as well. Lord, I pray you keep our students safe when getting on and off the bus, and give us, the drivers of other vehicles, a little more common sense. It's my prayer today. Amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes.
Do-do-do-do!
Hey, you tuned that rascal.
That's right.
Woo.
Better every day.
Wow. And next I'm going to bring a Gibson Les Paul on a nice amplifier, see how you do.
They'll drown me out. That's okay.
Morning weather brought to you by the Z-Team. Bob and Linda's the door for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. Retire to Arkansas.net. See if there's a little raindrops on the camera lens and Marion. Oh,
It looks
that's
perfect.
a pretty shot.
I know, right?
Whoa.
I need that view in my life.
Woo, one of these days.
I know. That's all I want.
Yeah.
Just a view. Walk out on the back porch. Dang
With
you,
your
Bob.
coffee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with my coffee.
Yeah. You're looking into Cotter, Arkansas from Marion County. Of course, the White River that you see right there in the picture separates Baxter and Marion counties. It's brought to you by the Z-Team, Bob and Linda Zadora, for all your real estate needs. You see the 62-412 bridge on Highway, listen to me, Highway 62-412 bridge. Lights are still on, and the city of Cotter is still lit. Beautiful little town, Cotter, Arkansas. Love to go down there to Big Spring Park, drive around a little bit, and watch the White River. The clearing, you see, of course, a little baseball park, railroad museum, and picnic area along the river. And so you can go to retiretoarkansas.net and you can check this picture out all throughout the day. And there's a little camera icon. You can take pictures, use it for screensavers or backdrops, whatever it may be. And so, brought to you by the Z-Team, the White River. Mm-hmm. So, folks, you know, I keep preaching to my friends up in St. Louis that are, I know how old you are because we went to school together. You're going to be thinking about retirement maybe this year, next year, a couple more years down the road. Now's the time to go to retiretoarkansas.net and check out the properties, whether it's in Missouri or Arkansas.
Yeah, they can do both.
Some of them there in St. Louis areas. Oh, I think I'll go to southern Missouri. Fine, come on down. Want to go to northern Arkansas? We'll welcome you down here too. You know, so check out all the listings. Retiretoarkansas.net or give the Z-Team a call at 870-405-0793. The teams are assembled and ready to serve you today, both in Arkansas and Missouri, from Marshall to Mountain Home to Mountain View, Arkansas, to Gainesville, West Plains, whatever the need may be. Give them a call. They're ready to go. The Z-Team bringing you the morning weather, kind of a wet, soggy forecast today as we hear the rain on the roof. 34 with this rain.
Yeah.
34.
It's
It's a little bit close. Can you imagine if this was 31 degrees or 30 degrees?
It could get dangerous.
It could get dangerous.
Yeah.
34 right now, Mountain Home, 36 at Flippin, 34 in Harrison, 36 at Yellville, 35 in Salem. Calico Rock at 34, 37 in Mountain View. Around the region, it's 32 in St. Louis. Well, they're right at the freezing mark. I don't think the rain has reached St. Louis yet, but Poplar Bluff's at 38. It's a little bit warmer in Poplar Bluff. There, West Plains at 35, 32 at Branson, 9 degrees in Watford City, North Dakota.
So imagine
I had
9
a sun
here.
working up there. Do what?
Imagine 9 here.
This time last year was like minus 40. I had two boys working up there, and I mean, minus 30, minus 32, minus 40. I thought, how do you get, I mean, that's vicious cold.
Yeah.
Wow.
No
Anyway,
thanks.
National Radar, we're hogging all the rain right here. I mean, we're not giving anything to anybody else, it seems like. Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, Illinois, Kentucky, part of Indiana, Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, and Arkansas. Arkansas is just almost totally covered in this radar stop with the exception of the far southeast corner. So you can see the snow behind the rain in Kansas and parts of Oklahoma and in the central part of Missouri. So let's zoom in on Arkansas. All your highways are wet, 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 with the exception, of extreme southeast Arkansas. I don't need to list the highways because they're all wet. I mean, everything here is wet.
Right.
I mean, unless you're along the Mississippi River just north of Louisiana line, it is wet.
I think that little drought area you're always talking about, I think they're getting rain now.
We're going to check that on Friday, when that update. I mean, seriously, you're right. Look at that heavy rain right there. It's right here in this area right here in the southwest corner around Texarkana. And so, seriously, it's a lot of rain right now. So let's move up into Missouri. All the highways, 62, 412, 65, 67, 167, every interstate, everything's wet. So be careful. Lights and wipers on today. Going up into Missouri, Highway 60, 160, 67, 65, 63, all wet right now. 61 going up on the east part of the state. Interstate 55, I-44, I-70 with some snow around Jeff City. I-64 going to be getting some snow in Illinois from East St. Louis to Evansville. 57 and 24 at Paducah, Kentucky, Cape Girardeau area on Interstate 55. Everything's wet. Everything is wet. A lot of rain. In Tennessee, if I can find it here in all the rain, showers all along I-40, Memphis, Jackson, that 90-mile stretch, and then a little bit of a break just before you get into Nashville. Murfreesboro and Dixon not getting it yet, but around Tupelo, Mississippi, a lot of rain. And look at this little area of pink right around in here. That could be a little bit of ice, depending on the temperatures at your higher elevations there before you go into Springdale. Anyway, watches and warnings. There's just a lot of flood watch boxes. There could be a flood advisory, a flood warning, a flood watch. There again, little common sense when driving. Slow down a little bit. Low water bridge. Don't
go over it.
Don't go over it.
Turn around.
Yeah. Blizzard warning up in the eastern part of North Dakota, the eastern part of South Dakota, and western Minnesota right now. And so it's winter time up there. And then you can see the purple area from northwest Oklahoma, not quite in the panhandle, all the way into Maine with a winter weather advisory. So crazy weather. For today, it's going to rain. 100% chance today, 40% tonight, 20% 100% today, 40% this afternoon, 20% tonight. Low of 28, high of 33 tomorrow with decreasing clouds. Thursday night, low of 13 degrees. Friday, high of 37. Saturday, 52. And Sunday, 58.
And sunny?
And sunny.
I'll take it.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Made to order.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Usually it's the other way around. Usually the weekend sees all the rain and the cold.
Well, I'm glad to see the warmer. It's going to be almost 60 degrees on Sunday. Checking iDrive Arkansas, don't see any situations. Oh, now we do. 2 accidents. Okay, let's check these out. Wet roads is on, looks like on 430 at 630. An accident, exit 6B on Interstate 430, southbound lanes on the right shoulder being affected there in Little Rock. Then we have on 40, mile marker 165.7, 4 miles east of North Little Rock, westbound lane, outside lane affected by that. A lot of rain down there and going to be some accidents, so we got to be careful. Other than that, the highways are in pretty good shape right there in Missouri. Be sure to watch out for the flooding. Right here we have one indication. Route EE is closed northbound north and southbound. This will be a county road in south central Missouri due to flooding. It's the only one I see right now being popped up. That's close to our viewing area. Anyway, morning weather brought to you by the Z-Team, Bob and Linda Zador, for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793, retired to Arkansas.net. Today'd be a good day to give them a call and say, we're thinking about listing our home. You can give them a call and they can discuss that situation with you.
They can help.
And for
sure.
any other real estate needs, give them a call. Once again, 870-405-0793. Community calendar, we have coming up the year, the original gun show. The original gun. This has been going on since 1981. Saturday and Sunday, March 7 and 8, 2020, Baxter County Fairgrounds from 9 to 5. Sunday, 9 to 3:30, sponsored by the Twin Lakes Gun Club. All firearms will be inspected at the door. This is a very, very heavily monitored gun show. I attended one time, and literally, if you're bringing guns in, every gun, checked, safety locked, and brought in. Admission $7, includes both days, security, parking, concessions. All federal, state, and local laws observed. No fully automatic firearms allowed. Rent a table for $45. For more information, call Floyd Lee at 431-8947 I bought a case pocket knife there. Boy, I got a bargain and a half on a very nice case pocket knife. Ooh, man. And then coming up, we got the Texas Hold'em tournament to support American Legion Baseball. This is Slap and Leather, 20th annual Texas Hold'em tournament. And it takes place on Saturday the 15th, that nice warm day coming up, at the Twin Lakes Golf Course at the Elks Lodge. 11 o'clock registration, 1 o'clock for the tournament. I have a feeling between 11 and 1, you get there a little early, get you registered, and then they get you registered, then you can have a bite to eat. For more information, call Lester White at 421-2006. One more. The Valentine Cookie Sale continues at the Van Mater Senior Center February 10th through the 14th from 8 to 4:30. Help support a great cause. All proceeds go to the Meals on Wheels. Cookies are $1 to $2 each. Cookie bouquets, $12 per half dozen, $20 for the dozen. They also have chocolate suckers, hearts or roses for $1 each. Call the Van Mater Senior Center at 424-3054 and help this fundraiser for the Meals on Wheels. All right, coming up, we've got a little bit different situation. Nedra Lawson's here, and I'm going to bring her picture up real quick. You can see her here on the screen, but I'm going to bring her picture up. Certified fitness trainer, 918-813-5252. See her on Facebook. And so instead of sitting down and doing the interview and demonstrating, we're going to demonstrate and do the interview. So spot us a minute or so here. We're going to reset some cameras and put on some wireless mics. And so David's in control of that while Nedra and me go over here.
Scooter's coming in to do that.
As Scooter's on his way.
Where are you, Scooter?
Yeah. So
okay.
So we're gonna be right back. So stay with us. Nedra's gonna be we're gonna be doing some demonstration on physical fitness, and I think you're really gonna enjoy this. So stick around. Be right back.
Whether you're a professional lawnscape contractor or a homeowner in need of quality lawn equipment, Moran's Lawn and Garden has you covered. Moran's is the longest originally owned lawn and garden business in Mountain Home, with a 5,700 square foot warehouse packed full of new current year inventory for all your lawn maintenance needs. Moran stocks a full line of factory parts, and they service everything they sell, offering top names like Grasshopper, Hustler, and Country Clipper. Moran stands behind their quality service with thousands of customers using their products daily. Moran's Lawn and Garden, servicing the entire Twin Lakes area.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
Did you know when you shop at Sears Hometown Stores, you are supporting your local community? That's right. Your local Sears Hometown Store is locally owned and operated by one of your neighbors. Their store offers the best of what Sears has to offer with the top brands and appliances, tools, and lawn and garden. They also offer great financing options that work no matter what you need. Remember to stop by your local Sears Hometown Store today and support a local member of your community.
Do you know where your money goes when you give to charity? At the Salvation Army, 85 cents of every dollar stays to help those in need in our local community. Hi, I'm Captain Spaulding. The money we raise help people in the surrounding 5 counties, including Baxter, Marion, Sharp, Izzard, and Fulton. You can help by donating your unwanted items and by shopping at the Salvation Army store. Those in need get assistance with rent, utilities, sending kids to camp, and many other things. When it comes to this charity, the Salvation Army always helps those in our community.
Hi, we're Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z Team at Century 21 Lemac Realty, and we'd like you to meet the rest of our team.
When you are working with the Z Team, you will find that not only are they down-to-earth people, but they are trained professionals who work with downsizers, first-time homebuyers, and clients who may want to relocate to our beautiful Ozarks. Our team has agents who specialize in lake and river properties, listing and selling raw land, acreage, and all residential homes. Listing your property with the Z Team will help get it sold with unmatched Century 21 global marketing. You can find out more at retiretoarkansas.net.
When you you need durable and comfortable hospital scrubs stat, you need the Uniform Shop. The Uniform Shop is the place for top quality uniforms, carrying a great selection of name brands, including Carhartt, Vera Bradley, Urbane, and Grey's Anatomy, as well as shoes from Skechers, Nursemates, Softwalk, and Landau, stethoscopes from Littman, blood pressure cuffs, scissors, name tag retractables, compression socks, paramedic BDUs, and Rocky boots. The Uniform Shop also offers customizing, embroidery, and minor alterations. Let us put you in uniforms. Shop the Uniform Shop.
Driftwood Lanes. Fun happens here.
When you think
One.
And I'm not on camera. I'm standing over behind the cameras, but Nedra's here and going to be doing some demonstration on some physical fitness. Welcome. Good to have you. So I'm going to let you take it away.
Thank you. Well, good morning, Baxter County. Good morning. You're my neighbors and family in spirit. Today, I will be demonstrating. My name is, by the way, Nedra Lawson, and I have with here my friend and client, Miss Jane. And Miss Jane is is in the military, and she is in the Air Force. Can you say that real quick? Air National Guard. Yeah, I want to say international, but it's Air National Guard, and she's currently active in the military at Little Rock Military Base. And so we just we thank you for what you do, Miss Jane. And she keeps in a wonderful shape, and so we get some great exercises. And today I'd like to address two different populations, and that is our senior community that wants to just get started working out. And these are some great exercises that you can do, and you can do that seated as she's going to be demonstrating, and you can also do these exercises while standing. So the first one, we're going to start with our right foot. We're going to be doing some simple little heel taps, nice and easy. Exhale, exhale. Now the chair is here just in case you wanted to hold on and do just one side. But I'm going to do both sides at the same time. So right, left. And so what we're going to do is first do a back extension, back, in, and then high. All right? And again, exhale, in, and high, in. And notice, keep going. We're going to do a couple more here, high. And keeping the toe tapping. Now you can go at your own pace, so notice how she's extending back, making sure that her thumbs are kind of pointed backwards to stretch out those chest muscles and work those back muscles, because our back muscles are usually weaker than the front part of our body. All right, 3, 2, and 1. All right, our next exercise is going to be, all right, we're going to be doing bicep extensions as we're doing our calf extensions. So calf, so tippy toe, bicep curl, and then trapezius muscles and shoulders, okay? So again, palms up, you're going to be doing a calf extension, just like so. Okay, just like so. So we're doing a calf extension, bicep curl, while we're doing our trapezius muscles. All right, so that's just our shoulders in this region, just like so. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Wonderful exercise here. All right, our next one, we're going to get a little bit more mobile, because what we don't move, we're going to lose. So we have to move that lower back a little bit and engage those backside muscles so that we won't be injured. We don't want to be injury prone. So we're going to try to take care of that today with this next one. So we're basically going to be doing opposite toe reaches, all right? And we're going to squeeze our glutes. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Really get into it. Now, if your range of motion and your backside isn't quite, that much, just go ahead and limit it. You can just touch your knee, just like so. That's okay. You can also, she's going to keep moving. You can also drop your weights if you need to. You can do this just like that. Drop the weights and just focus on your form, all right? Everyone's at different levels, and that's okay. 3, 2, and 1. Great. All right. Our next one is going to be starting with our right foot. We're going to be doing 4 marches, and then we're going to reach, kind of do a little punch. All right. So once again, it's going to be 4 marches. All right. We're going to reach and punch. All right. Again, 4 marches. Get that rhythmic breathing. All right. Every time, so we say, well, why do we have to breathe a certain way? It's very important to exhale deeply so you can get more oxygen in. When you start moving, your muscles need more oxygen to work efficiently. So if we're not breathing, we don't want to faint, okay? I'll just say that much. 3, 2, and 1. All right, that's another great exercise. And lastly, I'm going to drop one of my weights, all right, just to show you where you can hold on to a chair. A little bit of balance. Balance is very important as well. All right, she's going to go ahead and she's going to do the seated version of what I'm going to show you here. So what we're doing is we're just doing a shoulder press along with our leg raise, okay, just like so. And what she's going to basically do is she's just going to tap to the side with her toe, just like that. So everyone can do this exercise and do it at the same, you know, together at in the same class or the same personal training session. All right, here we go. And press and lift. Nice and easy. So up, in, up, and in, up, and in. Now, if your shoulder starts to get a little tired, you can just go up, rest your shoulder for at least 1 count, and maybe your shoulder's okay. All right, and maybe you just want to rest your leg for a little bit and just do the presses. Okay. All right, let's just do a few more. Up, in, up, in, up, and in. All right, of course you want to do both sides, all right, but just for the show of that, we just want to make sure that you see what we're doing here. All right, so our next exercise is going to be we're going to switch gears. Time crunch people that have, you know, they don't have much time. They just want to get the maximum exercise, the maximum calorie burn, and the maximum results in a shorter period of time. So now we're going to show you that for that population. All right, so we're going to put our chairs aside real quick. All right. All right, that's off camera. All right, so for our first exercise, Miss Jane, while she's getting on her resistance band around her knees, I'm going to demonstrate what she's going to be doing. So she's going to be doing a side squat down and then press. All right, and then she's going to bring our legs back together. Then she's going to go alternate. All right, it's important to get some variation in exercising. All right, so we have some balance here. We have coordination here, pushing through the heel. Keep going. All right, just like so. And when she goes down into the squat, she has to be sure, we're going to make sure that her toes come up a little bit, basically, in order for her to be able to push through her heels and stay off of her knees, all right? So let's do about 4 more. So 4 more moves. So notice how she's getting her shoulders, she's getting her glutes when she squeezes in the center, she's getting balance, and she's also getting her outer thighs, all right? There's different levels of resistance bands as well, so you can get tougher as well. We're just demonstrating today. All right, the next one. So rule of thumb is when you exercise over a weekly program, you want to be able to lift, pull, push, pull, and lift and carry, okay? So that was pushing away and pushing up towards the ceiling, just like so. All right, so she demonstrated that. Her next one's going to be a bridge. So she's going to take that resistance band off her knees, and she's going to lay on her back on the floor. Okay, all right. Thank you, Miss Jane. All right, and she's going to straighten up her toes, stick her toes slightly up just to be sure that we're pushing through our heels, okay? And then she's going to keep her hips nice and high, all right? So we're engaging more muscles with one move, all right, with one exercise. So she's going to go ahead and begin to press, exhale, inhale. With good form, that's wonderful form. So her belly button is like she's trying to press that belly button against the ceiling, and she's keeping her core very nice and tight and stable, and she's constantly, even though it looks like she's not moving, she's constantly pressing those through her heels to squeeze that glute. She's pushing through. All right, 3, 2, and 1. That's a wonderful one. All right, so we're going to come to our standing position. Our next one is going to be our pull, okay? So she's just going to do a simple leaning over, bent over. So you want to hinge from your waist, and you want to have one leg forward. Now, you don't want to be on your toe. You want to be just on your heel. All right, so it's going to look just like this. You're going to roll your shoulders back, not just bring back your elbows. You want to roll your shoulders back. Inhale, exhale. She's going to demonstrate 10 of those, roughly 10. There we go. So notice how her shoulders come back. She's taking her time. Sometimes we swing weights around and we're not really engaging the muscle. So that's a part of it too. Swinging the weights around is not going to get you the results that you're looking for. So you want to take your time. You want to do it with right form. You want to keep your back straight. And you want to make sure that you're not injuring yourself while you're trying to get stronger. You want to get stronger. You don't want to hurt yourself. All right. So next one is going to be a wonderful exercise. It's called a deadlift, okay? So you're basically just dropping straight down with, once again, a straight back, and then you're going to roll the shoulders back, squeeze the butt, just like so. Let me show you different angles. So just like so. Inhale, exhale. All right. And there's different deadlifts where you're holding one weight, and you can do the same thing. So she's just demonstrating with 2 weights. Now she can lift a whole lot more than this. Okay, this is child's play for her. Okay, she's strong. She passes her PT test with flying colors, and she makes sure that her the ones that she leads does the same thing. All right, so she'll do about 3 more squeezes of the glutes. So once again, when we're leaning over, we want to make sure we stay off the toes a little bit, just kind of focus more on the heel, midfoot, as we're doing that squeeze. All right. And last but not least, you know what? Her and I, we're going to do a little cardio together, except we're going to have, where's my weights? Okay, I think I put them
What are you looking for?
Oh, there they are. All right. So we're going to demonstrate. She's going to demonstrate a shoulder press and leg raise. So basically, we're doing shoulder press, jumping jacks. I'm going to stand forward a little bit. I'm going to do the jumping kind. All right, these are 2 different levels. So there's something for everyone when it comes to exercise and getting moving, and you can do it in different ways. So I'm going to jump. She's going to just do that nice, strong lift and balance. All right, so here we go. So there we go. Just like so. Keeping your core nice and tight. 3, 2, and 1. All right. And that is our segment for today. Thank you so much for watching. Is that it? No?
About Hospice of the Ozarks. It's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
5th annual Valentine's Dance in honor of the late Dorothy Wallace Madden. Join us as we dance the night away and raise money for our Memorial Scholarship Fund, February 15th at 5:30 p.m. at 328 West 14th Street in Yellville. For a small donation, you can enjoy great food, the photo booth, gun raffle, and so much more, including live music. Contact Brittany or Brady today for more information or to make a donation. That's the 5th annual Valentine's Dance in honor of the late Dorothy Wallace Madden, February 15th at 5:30 p.m.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
One.
It's almost 7:36. The frog returned.
It did, right?
Wow, Nedra, that was wow. Where do you get your energy? I mean, that was some great routines.
You will. What you don't use, then you'll lose. So, whatever you put a demand on, then your body will become more equipped to do it. So if you sit on the couch more often, your body will slow down and just kind of give you that low-level energy if you just sit more.
The reason to exercise is just to stay healthy.
Yeah. Absolutely. Exercise is so important. I know a lot of times, we know why. We know it's important to exercise. You don't want to die earlier. You want to have a better quality of life and things of that sort. But sometimes we need to be reminded, of, and even I have to constantly remind myself too to just stay on, keep challenging myself, keep challenging my clients and whatnot. But it's so important. The day that you start exercising again, or the moment that you just finish a fitness routine or activity that you set your mind to do and you actually finished it, your willpower is at its highest at that point. Your willpower to continue is at its highest, and you want to keep that going. So that's one important thing. It dramatically increases, and you want to, and you stay motivated to continue. So at that moment, you want to set up triggers, healthy triggers in your life to surround that healthy habit. You say, and so instead of having, a pantry full of what you know not to eat, or having maybe more sodas around and whatnot, you want to be able to see water around or green teas or whatever, but you want to substitute, and you want to be able to see build healthy habits around that new
Okay, let's talk about
routine.
beverages real quick. Water. What about juices? What would you recommend for a healthy juice? Like an orange juice? What do you like?
Well, you definitely want to have drinks that are very low in sugar. The thing is, this is what we all want. We want to be able to be lean. When we're leaner, it coincides with better gut health, better digestion, less inflammation and tightness around our muscles and joints and tissues and things of that sort. So there's a whole lot more to it. But when you have sugars and whatnot, every time food hits your stomach, every time sugar hits your stomach, then your body begins to burn that sugar all the time. And so that fat on our body, hidden in those spots, it has no reason to burn those. You keep making yourself over and over with all the choices, all the different drinks and whatever that are unhealthy to be only a sugar burner, and it waits 3 hours later for you to, and those stomach gremlins, they begin to activate and make you hungry. And so if you give into that and go ahead and eat something unhealthy, it begins to make you once again burning sugar only, leaving your body alone. Your body doesn't change. And so your body composition stays the same. So you want to make everything counts, even drinks. You say, well, this will just go through me if it's sugar. This is just water, but if it's sugar, it'll just go through me. It doesn't count as much as the burger. I skipped the burger today. But if you have 3 or 4 of these, you can have just as much sugar. And if anything, it's highly absorbable and it'll digest faster in your system and affect you faster.
Really?
So
Wow.
it's just as bad.
So why do you teach physical fitness, and how did this determine your path? I mean, you're very good. The demonstration was excellent.
Thank you. Well, one thing I had to ask myself, when people ask, who are you? Ask yourself who you are. I see myself as an encourager. So whatever thing I'm doing, in this case, fitness, teaching fitness or coaching, I see it from an encouraging, loving, encouraging aspect, to where I want to be able to, what I see in that other person, that when I see that potential, I want them to see that in themselves, because if I don't somehow get them to think differently about themselves, then I've failed, And so, because they know it's better to have an apple than a Snickers bar. They already know that. I'm a constant reminder, but I have to teach them in the mind how to set up different triggers. So say for instance, in the morning time, if you hit your alarm clock, snooze, maybe you got in bed too late, so you had to stay up a little bit later, then you got up a little bit later and you slept in. So instead of having that healthy breakfast that you would have planned, that you could have, created for yourself and ate, you just ran out the door, you got to work, and maybe there was a donut in a coffee cart there at work, and you say, oh my gosh, I don't really have time to worry about it. I'll just get one donut. You know what? I'll get two.
Yep.
All right, I'll just get two, just two, and then at that point, and then at that point, it's almost like you feel like you failed. So why try the rest of the day? And it sets the course of that day in unhealthier habits. You skip your workout, you just eat the pizza, you whatever. And so instead of that, sometimes the healthy trigger might be, okay, so if I need to have 8 hours of sleep and leave by this time, 30 minutes before bed, I'm gonna set a 30-minute alarm clock so that I can get my my clothes out, my two outfits, work outfit and my workout outfit. So whether you're working out before or after work, you can do that. You're going to set up your, within that 30 minutes, do as much as you can. You can set up your kitchen area, to have that washed out pot, or pan, so you can make those eggs and that little salad or whatever. Be prepared, and everything is set for you. Maybe your coffee is set to just press, and it just go right in, or whatever or your water bottle is sitting right there by your nightstand, instead of, I'll just grab soda. And it's a more relaxed, less stress, because when you're stressed, we're frantic, we're anxious, and we just make, I've been guilty of that, decisions really quick, and they're used to that. So if you set yourself up that way, you set yourself up for better success, and you're more likely to have a healthy breakfast, and then you'll be more mindful the rest of the day to say, I'm going to get this workout in, on my lunch break. After I get my healthy lunch, I'm going to go for a walk. So it's a mental thing more than it's a physical thing.
How do you get the discipline? You have to want that discipline.
Yeah. Well, we hear the term healthy habits, bad habits. Okay. Well, habits are something we don't have to think about. We do them automatically. Okay. And so a lot of times our bad habits are fueled by or supported by a lot of unhealthy triggers. Right. Like I kind of just finished explaining one example. And also say, for instance, you got up in the morning and maybe you live in a house that there's people that do eat the cereals and the different things, but you're wanting to eat a certain way. Maybe through that 30 minutes time frame before you go to bed, you're also tucking away anything that looks unhealthy. You're putting it away at the pantry. Or maybe you have a shelf in your refrigerator that is just yours, or that is your stuff. So you're not going to say, I'll have some of that, because that's not yours. So you're going to maybe just choose that one shelf to put your healthy things. So there's ways that you can make your environment support healthier habits and trigger, like, let me reach for that because it's ready, it's set, I've planned ahead of time. So sometimes poor planning can cause us to keep triggering the bad. I'll just do it. I'll start Monday. I'll start next week, and then before you know it, you're starting first of the year. And you're waiting for some special moment to get restarted because you feel like you failed, And then if you do fail, or I don't say fail, if we do mess up, then you just get back to it, because one unhealthy meal isn't going to make you an unhealthy person, and one really healthy meal isn't going to make you a really healthy person. It's the percentage of time you're eating healthy versus eating unhealthy. So if you just make those small changes in your life, little triggers here and there to kind of curb your habits, mental habits, in the right direction. Before you know it, it's like you're going to be like this big ship with this little rudder that's just turning the whole big old ship that could be turned by winds and rain, you know, all these things. And then before you know it, you're in a whole nother path. You know, setting new ruts and new directions, and automatically you'll begin to just, if a farmer for a whole year, goes the same path to go and water his, feed his, cattle or something, he makes ruts, in the field, and after a while he just has to turn it on and just kind of sit back, and it just goes by itself. But we have to just make those small changes, because if he started to change something at the, at the beginning of that, then he'll end up completely in a different place, when he gets a mile out. So
people my age and older, I'm 61. Okay, we got people 71, 81, perhaps 91 years old. Everybody can do this in a healthy situation. I mean, just unless you're just plugged into every device, you know what I'm saying? But seriously, we have some fine people here that are older than me, and we want them to stay around as long as possible. So let's discuss that for a few minutes. Say 60, 70, 80 years old. What can we do?
Well, we all have, if we're still on this earth, if we're still here, we have some movement about us. Most of us, we're not, a vegetable, and so we want to use what we have. Use what you have. One thing I always tell myself, my friends, my clients, and we just kind of sharpen each other and, kind of pass out these nuggets of wisdom to help sharpen. That's one thing. If I want to be stronger and healthier in my fitness world, in my fitness area of life, then I have to start kind of distancing myself a little bit in this sense of spending time with the people that are going to say, oh, put down that salad, let's go over to, or if I do hang out with those people, I have to have my salad first, but my point was, surround yourself with the people that think like are where you want to be in that area.
You have to want to get better, or you have to want to
go find your community. Don't try to make your friends around you that don't want anything to do with perhaps getting better in that area. You might set the tone once they see your results and everything. So you may have to start by finding your own community, whether it's calling a gym, calling up a walking group and say, hey, when do you guys meet?
Can I join you?
Exactly. And so your community is already there. You're just not in it yet. So you have to be, you have to find your community. Don't get mad at your friends. If they're, because you decided to have this idea. Now your friend might have fueled you. That's great. Go with them. But you want to hang out around and be around people that are mindful, the same things that you're mindful, where you're going. You want people that are about 5 steps ahead of you. And whatever area. If it's my spiritual walk with God, I want to surround myself around people that speak the word, pray, and don't just take my personal information to other people. They take it to God. I want to be around people, in my fitness world, that make me say, wow, what do you do for your show? What do you do? What's your routine? I want someone to sharpen me, that brings me up to a higher standard. So the key is getting around. Maybe if you feel, like if you're a senior, if you say that, well, based on where I am, I kind of want to be around people that make me feel a little more, comfortable in my age range or something. You don't have to necessarily, but getting around those people, and getting around trainers that can give you the modifications that you need. Some people have issues in their lower back, some people have issues with their shoulders, or one thing or the other, or their spinal issues, and so you definitely want to be able to get with a professional fitness trainer that's going to encourage you, be encouraging, and not say, well, I don't know, just do squats. That's not it. There's so much more to it. I remember early on when I started training, I had the hardest clients because I thought it was just teaching someone to do a squat and everything and get down the floor and do some crunches. But I had clients, it was a reality check, because in my textbook it didn't really tell me about a lot of that. But it was a reality check because I had people that could not squat because of their knees and their back, or they were on medication so they fall asleep easily, so I can only have them on a bike in a stable environment, or they couldn't get down on the floor without not being able to get back up. So all that. So you want knowledgeable individuals like myself to be able, and I'm growing, and that's always willing to keep educating themselves. Like there's no way that I'm ever arrive at a place, because people keep changing, our bodies change, issues or come up, and you have to keep learning and reminding yourself as to why the foot turns out and why the knees cave in and why they shouldn't, and how to strengthen certain muscles to get you anatomically moving correctly so that you can be less prone to injury. So I don't know if that answered.
And with that, we're going to take a break. More Nedra right after this.
All right.
Fun. Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire Barbershop today, a unique gentleman's barbershop. Get back in style with 2 experienced licensed barbers who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and are happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 1041 Highland Circle, Suite 55 in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Whether you're a professional lawnscape contractor or a homeowner in need of quality lawn equipment, Moran's Lawn & Garden has you covered. Moran's is the longest originally owned lawn and garden business in Mountain Home, with a 5,700 square foot warehouse packed full of new current year inventory for all your lawn maintenance needs. Moran stocks a full line of factory parts, and they service everything they sell, offering top names like Grasshopper, Hustler, and Country Clipper. Moran stands behind their quality service with thousands of customers using their products daily. Moran's Lawn & Garden, servicing the entire Twin Lakes area.
7:52, finishing out the program with Nedra Lawson, and the first time I met her was at the dog park, and they're out there playing. The dogs are out there playing. Her smile just lights the place up.
Most definitely.
Thank you.
And so it's been fun knowing Nedra, and so how can people get in touch with you? They want to learn more. Let me bring this up right here. I've got this. A strong community begins with you. Certified fitness trainer Nedra Lawson, 918-813-5252, or on Facebook.
Yep. If you notice, that's a 918 number. So I came from Tulsa, but I'm not from Tulsa originally. But I'm here in Baxter County.
What's your hometown?
Maryland.
Really? Yeah, cool.
Very nice.
Yep. I grew up in Maryland. My folks are still there, and my brother and my only sibling.
Yeah.
And so, but I came to Tulsa, Oklahoma in 1999 when I went to school there. And then first I went to Oral Roberts University, and I finished at a school for fitness and health. And so I graduated from that school. And so then I was in Tulsa for 15 and a half years and came here about 6 years ago.
Now, you're a certified fitness trainer. What about, can you become like a therapist, physical occupational therapist?
There's a lot of similarities, but that would require me to go back to school for really specific, training for that. So there's a lot of mobility, activation of certain exercises. Right. But physical therapist a lot of times comes in, like for instance, if people have injuries, for instance, and they say they get a surgery, they usually go to the physical therapist, and then after that, just to continue.
Like a knee or hip replacement or shoulder.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. So I've had a client. I remember. I think it was back in 2011 or something. I had a client where she got in an accident. She was about my age. I'm 38. She was about my age, and when she had her accident, her knee jammed into the front. So anyway, she had thank God she survived, but her knee had to go through some treatment. So I was in a facility where there was a physical therapist that she would come in and see for a whole hour. So kudos to her. And then she would come see me for a whole hour. So they'd put her through things that she's like, oh,
and then I'd say, all right, now it's my turn, and so, but she was a trooper, but yeah, she had to have him first to make sure that, certain muscles were activated, and I had to consult with him, to see do's and don'ts. Don't do this yet, so where her knee can stay nice and stable. So, but yes,
similarities. And I need to ask you, when you're doing what we call the bridging.
Yes.
Okay. You were putting more pressure on the heel and less on the main part of the foot, and were you keeping the toes up? Was it a slight angle? Is that what we were doing there?
Yes, and a lot of people, when they do bridges, they have their feet flat.
Yeah.
But it's very important when you do exercises, especially when you're pushing through a heel to do a squat to come back up, or in this case a bridge, to focus on where to push through, because that isolates a certain muscle and it avoids another muscle. For instance, for instance, our knees. We don't want to put a lot of pressure on our knees. I've seen knee issues and knee problems on 20-something-year-olds. That should not be. I mean, and I don't mean like, you have a sports injury or whatnot, but a lot of times the deconditioning or the improper movement, causes injuries over time. So I'm very, very particular, when someone goes into a squat, I said, all right, glue those heels to the ground, and then kind of stick your toes up in the front of your, glue them up in the front of your shoe, just to be sure that we're not leaning into the toe. Because a lot of times, because of, I don't want to get too technical and whatnot, but because have you ever seen a toddler squat down to pick up something that they go straight down, and this perfect little, and they pick it up and they look so cute, like, oh, that's so cute. Right. Well, we should move the same way, but over time, we get taller, we get heavier, we get lazier. Sometimes it's just laziness, and we kind of just bend over from our hip, and so we lose mobility in our knees. Yeah. And so after a while, we become dominant in the front part of our bodies. Our thigh takes over, and our glutes, our butts aren't working properly. So we lose mobility in the hips and whatnot. So we tend to stoop over into our toes, damaging our knees over and over, year after year. And so when you come to exercise classes or personal training, in my case, you definitely want to make sure that you have someone that's meticulous about how you move.
How can we strengthen the lower back? The SI joint, that's what I suffer with.
Okay.
Is there just something, and we're starting right, we got what, 3 minutes? About 3 minutes? Yeah.
Okay, so you want to, I kind of got into a little bit of that. So your lower back is here, and then your glutes, your butt, okay, that's not just for looks, it's a real muscle that works, that makes your leg go in a 360-degree movement, okay, so your glutes are there, and then you have your hamstrings. Right. So we want to wake up. All right, there's great exercises to wake up into, to wake up our glute muscles, and we do them from different angles. You want to get back your hip mobility, so by waking up your glutes, by doing, I don't know, let me just kind of show you, kickback movements, side, like at a rotation, as well as sides, just straight out to the side. You also want to do rotations, but there's different exercises that you can do to get back mobility and stretch out the front. Stretch these, so you're deactivating this muscle while you're waking up the backside. So there's techniques that you can do before you go into a squat routine or running routine and all that kind of stuff, to where you're waking up the right muscles and the right muscles are working for you. So that way you have, you're taking pressure off your lower back to work by itself, and you're recruiting the chain of muscles that should be working together. So I'm no doctor, or physical therapist, because there might be some other things in your, vertebrae that I don't know about. That's kind of, I don't know.
Maybe consult your medical professional first before starting this regimen.
Exactly. I always have someone fill out a physical activity readiness form, and then tell me about anything that I need to know from the doctor. And sometimes, every now and again, they need a release and give that to me, and do's and don'ts. So that way I'm on point with the people that can see inside your body.
Yeah. Give me one of those papers. I'll sign David up.
Oh!
Did you see that look I
got? I do partner sessions too. So there
you go.
Don't take yourself out of this situation. No. We can do partner buddy sessions. Right. Those are great. Those are fun. So couples, singles, that's fine. Yeah. I make it fun and versatile.
The phone number. I was going to throw there you go. The phone number 918-813-5252. Oh, about 10
All
seconds.
right.
Final thoughts, Nedra.
Final thoughts. That
No pressure.
I don't know how to ramp. I can't not ramble.
Call her.
The key is
918-813-5252. How's that?
workout start today.
There you go. Amen. Thank you for being here. Had a lot of fun. Her smile lights up the room.
It does.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very good.
Have a great day, everybody. See you tomorrow.